going, guys? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Natalie, and this video has been what can I say, really delayed. I think it's a month late. I sent out these questions a long time ago, and then I filmed when I was supposed to film, but in my original video that I filmed, it was the day before I felt really ill. So you know the first day that you feel sick, but then you can feel yourself becoming sick like before. So yeah, I couldn't really tell, and it was because of that video. When I was watching it back, I could just really tell that I wasn't very feeling well. I don't know if that's the word. I was like breathing through one nostril, and my breathing was just really intense, and yeah, and then the next day I was bedridden. So I was like, I need to redo this video because I'm not happy with it. My answers are just very and I really don't, it seems like I don't care about life. I mean, sometimes I don't, but I don't want to give that impression off in the video. So I'm here, I'm outside for the first time in like 3 weeks. When I say outside, I mean like outside in my garden, and I don't know why I thought there was someone behind me. And I'm ready to answer these questions. Grab a bottle of water, subscribe if you're new, and let's get into this video. So I sent out, I didn't send anything, to be honest. I don't send things to people anymore. Like, wow. What is it called? I put out that questions thing on Instagram, on my story, and I thought I wasn't gonna get any like responses, but it's nice to know that some people really care about content and my YouTube content, so shout out. So I think this is the part where you say, follow me on Instagram for those of you who haven't, and cool, we can go from there. I put out these things and I got some really nice questions. I mean, I guided you guys. I told you what the theme of this video was, because I'm trying to take my life onto a whole different direction, and is it working? No, but I think it's something, never mind.
Well, she tried. At least, you know,
I gave myself like a limit. I told myself that I wouldn't talk past a certain point, just so that it's easy to watch and it's easy to edit. And yeah, so sun is setting. What do you love most about yourself? I think the one thing that I really love about myself is the fact that I'm like, physically I like the fact that I'm tall. I think mentally I like the fact that I'm very like, I think career driven. I wouldn't say career driven, I don't have a job, but
you go get a damn job.
Yeah. I'm very like work orientated. Maybe it's because of my star sign, but yeah, like I'm always on the grind, and like I like to work. I think so, yeah. Advice you would give to your 16-year-old self. Advice I would give to my 16-year-old self, I would say that Natalie. Okay, that's a very hard one. I think I would say, because like 16-year-old Natalie didn't. Okay, advice I would give to 16-year-old Natalie: don't smoke. Don't smoke. It's as simple as that. Don't smoke. It's not worth it. What's something you appreciated during lockdown? I appreciated the downtime with my boyfriend, because we lived together like for I think 2 weeks, so that was really nice. We really got to know each other, and I think I know like for some people like lockdown really escalated their relationships. I think it really escalated ours, but we learned a lot about each other, and yeah, I think it's really good. It kind of forced us into a situation where we're like, okay, this is the bad thing about this person, and this is what they can't tolerate. And yeah, I guess so. Yeah, I hate it. I like lockdown to a certain extent, but I also hated it. What's the biggest advice you'd give younger Nat? So we spoke about the 16-year-old Natalie, but I would like to take this to Natalie in primary school. I would like to like grab her by the ears and tell her, listen, you cannot grab her by the ears, okay? I would love to just hold her and shake her and tell her, listen, when you do something, you have to do it for yourself. Don't do it looking for validation from your parents or from your friends or anything like that. When you do something, you do it for yourself, because you will never be satisfied if you're looking for external validation. It'll never work out. You will never be happy. Trust me, I'm suffering from that, and I'm troubled by that all the time. Okay, we get it. I am literally like, yeah, I'm trying to like kind of fix that about me, but yeah. Are you seeing anyone? Yes, I am in a relationship with my current boyfriend, and we've been together for 1.5 years. Do you have any regrets? Also, do you believe in God, and do you think Mr. Natalie smoked weed? I do. He did, definitely. I didn't know, but like, you know, speaking to other people and just reminiscing about primary school days, he definitely smoked weed, and apparently he grew weed at school, so that makes so much sense. And I also think about like, what did I actually learn in his classes? I think he was a natural sciences teacher. Was he? I don't even know what I learned in his classes, and I think I have a very good memory of, you know, my teachers and what they taught.
lies, lies, and more lies.
But I don't think I learned anything from him, and it just makes so much sense because he was actually probably stoned the whole time. Do I believe in God? Yes, I do. I do believe in a higher being. To what extent, I can't tell you. And do I have any regrets? I have a lot of regrets about life, hey, to be honest. There's so many things that I could have done differently that I know that I could have done differently in that moment, which is very frustrating because a lot of people are like, there's no point in crying over spilled milk, and that's very true. But there's nothing more irritating about knowing for a fact that you were in a position where you knew you had two choices and you just chose the wrong thing to do because you were trying to act out or you were trying to... Anyways, so I'm trying to live my life now with no regrets, but I'm just also trying to take it one day at a time by constantly being in the moment and being very present about my life and also just thinking 5 steps ahead at all times. So yeah, the sun is setting. Tips on how to stay productive. I don't have any tips on how to stay productive because I myself fall into a place where I am not productive at all for weeks on end, and then there's a week where I decide that I want to be productive. The best thing I can tell you to hold yourself accountable to being productive, record yourself doing your schoolwork, join a live study group on Zoom, and it's literally just go onto a website, you choose a server, and it's people just working. That's the best way for me, I think. I know that I'm more productive when I'm in a room full of people who are productive, so just record yourself or join a live Zoom, people doing their work. It helps. What do you do when you feel burnt out and stressed? That's weird. Like, I don't know. A lot of people say that they sleep when they're stressed, and I can't sleep when I'm stressed because when I'm stressed, a huge form of anxiety hits me. I can't sleep, I'm constantly overwhelmed, and I'm thinking, I'm probably in stress also. So whatever I'm stressed about, I like to handle it then and there. That is it. And when I'm burnt out, the last time I was burnt out, I was in grade 11 and I actually was hospitalized for that, and I actually got shingles on my face. So I made sure to get as much rest as possible. I made sure to put myself in a vegetative state by lying in bed, sleeping as much as possible, and just watching movies and stuff. That's the only thing I can really say. Where do you want to live in the future? I want to live here. I want to travel the world, and I want to live my best life, and I want to live here. I consider this home. I do consider this home, and I guess I can really say I'm very privileged to say that what goes on in this country doesn't really affect me that much. But I think this place is home. I was born here. I was raised here. I love the people here. The politics here, I honestly think is actually just so incredibly surreal. I can't say it's funny because that's very insensitive, but I can say it's very surreal. Yeah, but I do want to travel the world, and I do want to study post-grad anytime soon. So yeah. Do you live a healthy lifestyle? If so, any tips? I don't live a healthy lifestyle. I'm trying to now because my body definitely is showing me flames. I would just say the easiest thing to do and the most simplest thing to do in terms of being the most healthiest version of yourself that I'm trying to do is just take it a day at a time. Don't push yourself, drink lots of water, sleep, get 8 hours of sleep, journal, or have some form of expressing yourself, whether it be painting, talking to a friend, have some form of luxury in your life that you look forward to at the end of the week, whether it be going out with your friends, grabbing a drink with your friends, going out to dinner, going to the movies or something, just having fun, going for a hike. And also just keeping yourself active, whether it be doing a 10-minute YouTube video like workouts, or going for a walk, walking your dogs, or something like that. In terms of eating, I can't really give tips on that because I'm terrible at that. What are some of your guilty pleasures? Reality TV.
Maybe if you had a business that you were passionate about, then you would know what it takes to run a business, but you don't. So don't even act like you know what I'm talking about.
Reality TV show reunion episodes.
Close your legs to married men. Close your legs to married men. You heard me? Close your legs to married men.
Wow, Nene.
Watching movies that I've watched before, ordering takeout, you can never go wrong with that. Yeah, binge watching TV shows that I have watched. Right now I'm rewatching Friends, and I'm shocked because I went through a stage where I was like, I hate Friends, and then I'm like, oh, actually I really like this reason why I watched all 10 seasons. So that. How are you so calm? First of all, I feel like you know that I'm not calm. I'm not gonna at you. I feel like I should at you, but I'm not gonna at you. You know that I'm not a calm person. You know that I stress out all the time, so I feel like you're just trying to get me irritated, or not necessarily irritated. I think you were just trying to get me riled up by asking me this question. I'm not calm. Sun rising and moon sign. I'm a Capricorn. I was born in January. My moon sign, Pisces. My rising, Libra. Some people have a hard time trying to figure me out, and I just let them.
People People get exhausted trying to figure me out, and I just let them.
Or what to do if I'm having a quarter life crisis? I'm turning 24 next month. So you probably already turned 24 if you sent this to me last thingy. We need to start normalizing like falling in love and meeting the love of your life in your 30s, like maybe having kids in your 40s and finding business success in your 50s, because I feel like everyone thinks that their life is over when you turn 30, when it really isn't. Your life just starts. I genuinely thought that my life was over like last year and like studying this degree and whatnot, and I'm actually like, why was I even stressed about that? Because no one really goes to you and they're like, oh my goodness, you're 24 and you've only accomplished this. No one cares. I know I don't. So if you're surrounding yourself with people who do make you feel very invalid about like what you've achieved and what you've done in your life, then I think you're just around the wrong people. Like, come be friends with me. We can figure out our lives together. Do you have any career plans after finishing school? I don't at the moment. I really honestly don't. A part of me, I really want to go to Canada and maybe do my postgrad there. And there was a part of me that was stressed that I wouldn't be able to do that. And like, I just got my report back and it actually was, you know. So I actually think I can actually do that. So I really would like to go to Canada and then wait see from there. I'm not too sure, but I do definitely want to be part of, whether it's a small one or a big one, a production company, and just work on short films, big films, doesn't really matter. I just want to be in that industry because I actually love it so much. I thought that maybe I'd want to go into advertising afterwards, but like right now I'm just really enjoying the filmmaking process. It is amazing and it is something that I've always wanted to do. And I think the way that I sold this whole studying this degree thing to my parents was like, you can get any job, like advertising and whatnot. And like in my head I was like, okay, this is what is okay. But now I'm just like, Natalie, like you can actually, there's a lot of places that you can go work and you just need to get your foot in the door and just do something about it. And hey, and if worst comes to worst, just start your own thing, get some capital, start your own thing, because I know I definitely can do it, but I would just like to work somewhere and get that experience first before I, you know, try to do my own thing. So yeah. Favorite K-drama? I'm currently watching this K-drama recommended by one of my crewmates, also friend Azanya. She recommended Sky Castle. So good. It is so good. It is so good. But I think my all-time favorite is The World of the Married. 110%. The World of the Married is so good. I remember just binge watching it to the point where I was even having dreams in Korean.
임신한 거 부모님은 아직 모르시나 봐, 다경 씨. 지금 한 말 이게 뭐예요? 임신이라뇨? 누가요? 이댁 따님이요. 내 남편이랑 바람 펴서 임신했다고요. 회장님은 그것도 모르고 거액을 투자하신 거고요.
오해입니다, 회장님. 제가 어떻게든 해명해드리겠습니다.
다경아. 다경아.
Yeah. Have you ever been jealous or obsessed in your relationship? I've never been obsessed. I've never been jealous. I've been very insecure. I don't think that translates into me being jealous. I'm not jealous of any other hoe. I know that my boyfriend only loves me for now. I can't really speak for the future. I have been really insecure, and I've been insecure in my relationship. I used to think that I was insecure in my relationship, but I'm not. I think I was just very insecure in the place that I'm in, because like the person who asked about the midlife crisis at 24, I also myself, I look at myself and I'm like, I'm 23, I don't have a degree, I don't have a job, I still live with my parents, and like I had this amazing life of independence in Cape Town, and it was basically like, I wouldn't say stripped, but it's not there anymore. And you feel very insecure because you don't have anything to put your name to. You can't say, like for example, like when I was in high school, it'd be like Natalie, the netball player, or Natalie, the model, and now it's just like Natalie, you know what I mean? And you feel very insecure because you don't have anything to put your, like you to attach your name to. So, and that really translates into a relationship, because you really want your partner to think the best of you, but at the same time they already do, but you don't see that yourself. So relationship advice, don't get into a relationship. That's all I can really say, to be honest.
Rule number one to be a boss ass bitch. Never let a clown nigga try to play you.
Okay.
If he play you, then rule number two is fuck his best friends and make them yes men.
Okay.
What's your favorite thing about Gadi? I love the fact that he's very patient with me, and I love the fact that he is more gentle and more kind than I am with myself sometimes. Yeah, he's the greatest. He's really good. He's a really good guy. How has the pandemic changed you physically, mentally, and emotionally? Well, physically, I gained like 8 kilos. I did gain 8 kilos. Emotionally, like I was very like lonely. I missed my friends. I was at the point where I was always constantly around people, whether it be not necessarily on campus. I was very lonely on campus, but like at work, the restaurants, and like with my friends. We always used to go out and do these things. So I was very lonely. I missed my friends, and some of my friends I haven't seen in like over a year or two. Mentally, 2019 towards the end of the year was a very dark time for me. And then I got into my relationship at the end of 2019, and then I was like, ooh, happy, bubbly, everything's good in the hood. And then COVID made me realize like all the bad stuff that you're thinking and you're going through like was definitely pushed under a rug for me. And I feel like because COVID, you had so much time by yourself and really just brought all those like heightened emotions and those sensitive topics that you didn't want to think about to light. And it was a very hard time. It was a very hard time. Like, sometimes I think about it because there were so many opportunities for me to deal with my issues in 2019 that I chose not to, and I really paid for it during COVID. So yeah. Okay, BB. Okay, favorite singers or bands? Lots of love. Beyonce.
Clouds filled with stars cover the skies.
Britney Spears, Doja Cat, Kanye West, Drake, Harry Styles. I'm literally just naming all the people that are at my dining. You know the way you go for a dinner party on Spotify? I'm just listening over. I feel like if I should really make a list, that would be really, really hard. But I feel like you should follow me on Spotify to really see who I'm really interested, because I would like to say that I have an eclectic taste in music. Wax, shave, or laser. Waxing and shaving. The only two combinations. I've never tried laser. BB, we will go inside just now. I don't know if you want to see her. Like, she's just chilling here. Shame, she's so cute. I wish I could name her Salem. No, she doesn't like that. She's looking at me now and she's like, fuck no. So I never tried laser, waxing, or shaving. That's it. I like to wax my delicate areas, and I don't mind shaving everything else, like everywhere else. What's the one scene from a movie you wish you could recreate? From what view? Like, to direct, to edit, to... Because I feel like there's a lot. I would never think to... In terms of directing, I wish I was there to direct, you know, that scene from Whiplash where the drummer is, I think it's his first day, and the instructor tells him it's too fast or it's too slow, it's too fast, too slow, throws a chair and starts yelling at him. I wish I was there to like direct that. If I could direct a scene like that would be really, really good. A scene to edit, I would have to say, you know, any of these action-packed scenes from Tenet, like bullets going backwards and whatnot, I think I would definitely be interested in doing that. But okay, I'm looking at the time and I'm looking at